here and beyond. Get ready for raising the cane. Welcome to Raising the Cane!
Woo! Welcome.
Yeah, today's episode is a serious issue. The empowerment of women, women empowerment. We're going to discuss, this is only a promo to a greater series that Sandra is going to do, to lead. We all are impacted, even men. Because I have daughters, we have mothers, we have wives, sisters, etc., friends. And it's important that everyone be treated fairly, equally, and not abused emotionally or physically, psychologically, in any manner, shape, or form. So it's important that we bring awareness to this. So this episode is dedicated to women.
To women, especially we would like to empower you. Those of you out there that are going through difficult situations, and more so I'm seeing more abusive relationships out there, women that are being physically abused, mentally abused, and we want to bring to you hope. We want to give you steps to give you, to empower you, to give you strength to be able to move forward. Everybody have the right to feel happy, to feel peace. And remember, as a woman, as mothers, our sisters, you play an important role, not only to family, to society, but your children, your nephews, your cousins. If you are in a situation that is compromising in that way, you are setting an example. And their kids will follow that. They will think it's normal. So it is important that you know that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. There's a lot of people out there. You need to speak. You need to share that with somebody. And I know I have been in a situation like that, and I speak to you with my heart. You may feel that you don't want to tell your family members because they're going to judge you. And perhaps you didn't have a situation, like me, but you know of somebody. So be a good listener. Have some responsibility towards your friends or your family member. And again, we want to make sure that you tap into your inner power. God, or this essence that we have that created us, did not create garbage. You were made into an image for you to be successful. Everybody have the right to live in peace. So again, we would like to give you the steps for you to have your thoughts, control your thoughts, so that you can talk to your inner self and say that you deserve a better life. You deserve to say no to the aggressor, because an aggressor exists because there's a victim. So stop being a victim. You are the one that is letting in. Everybody that we were in a situation like that, they existed because they need to have a victim. So stop being a victim. So I would like to hear from both of you as men, what do you think about this topic about, women being abused? Why does that exist? What can we do to do that, to help them out?
Maurice, you want to go? Or?
The important aspect to focus on is the entitlement of every individual, regardless of their sex or gender, to the full array of liberties and opportunities that we possess by virtue of being human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And that this collection or constellation of rights that we have is inherent and predates the establishment of any particular government or society or written charter. And that you should be able to be educated and seek a trade, profession, or career, to be safe and secure in your possessions, not to be the target of any physical cruelty, brutal treatment, or violence of any sort, whether you're talking about fisticuffs, rape, or sexual assault, or sexual battery, or harassment of the sort that prompted the Me Too movement, or which motivated the laws against quid pro quo and hostile work environment harassment, and which have actually brought down mayors, congressmen, and more recently a governor of a major state. And it's not possible to say that you are an advocate of human rights and not accept and authorize and advocate for women and girls being fully empowered. Because all of us had a mother. Many of us have had aunts and sisters, and we have had at least 2 grandmothers. And most of them, played a constructive role in our lives. And I don't think any of us, any normal people, want them to be abused, or any girls and women yet to be born to be abused.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, ditto with what has been said already. I don't know what I can add to it, but I do want to say that to me, this is a no-brainer. Same argument against slavery of any kind, or the slaughter of a race or culture. Why? It's definitely immoral, beyond the legal argument or inappropriateness. People, especially women, should be treated fairly, dealt with fairly, and so
Dignity.
with dignity. And I'm going to speak to the men now, and I'm going to have probably a podcast directed to men. Oh, I will. I'm a man, and so what does that mean? Does it mean we're better? Does it mean we should have preferential treatment just because of our genitalia? Everyone was born out of a womb, men and women. Now, if there are any men out there, if you were born differently, you let the raising the cane know, and we'll investigate what you are,
We want to know.
what you have, and what you are.
Yeah.
And all these politicians, celebrities, and other people being caught doing inappropriate things, and the people that support them, some people that made it political to support these monsters and these people. You know who you are, so I'm sure I'm pissing you off right now. You should be pissed off, because you're wrong. And the covering up for these people. And that's, to me, where a bigger problem is, not just about the abuser, but the people that cover it up
Yeah.
and protect them.
Exactly.
If there's any hell you should be there. So
Yeah.
you better hope there's not. So you justify protecting these people, these monsters that prey on young girls and women and boys too.
Yeah.
And when we as a society do nothing, we're no better than they are.
Exactly.
And all these judges protecting them too, giving them lighter sentences because of their celebratory, their who they are, status, yeah. And you're wrong too. You know, and we can, spiritual argument aside, there'll be a judgment day coming on this earth and the one after. So it's important that we deal fairly. You know, as simple as a female, a wife or daughter going to get their car fixed, you know, they're treated differently. May pay more, be scammed, bamboozled.
Oh, yeah.
But if I show up, try doing that to me, then all of a sudden, you know, it's like all that BS goes away.
Yes.
Yeah. And all of a sudden it's different. You guys know who I'm talking to and about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think that what happened is that there are people out there with mental issues.
Yeah.
And they need to show that they are in control. And they will make you feel like you're stupid, that you're less than.
True.
But it's up to you to believe it. And up to you to over-talk to yourself and say, no, I'm not. So there's also a responsibility that we have to, as individuals, acquire and educate yourself. Read about it. Right now with the media, as Maurice was saying, there's a book about a hashtag Me Too. And it's a movement that started in LA, and as a result of listening to young women talk about how they were abused. And now it's all over the world. People from India, from different countries that are expressing how they were abused.
Yep.
And how they gave up their power, their inner power. So in the future, in a future podcast, we would like to identify steps that you need to be aware of, especially young girls out there. When you get involved in relationship, how to spot a man that is abusive. How would you be able to determine, is this a person that I need to spend my life with? Or, a few months with it? Because when you do that, when you get into that relationship, believe me or not, it's gonna scar you for life. So you need to have some warning signs when you get into relationships, to this. And also, like Michael was saying, it's not just the majority is women because of the way that we were raised. I come from Central America, from El Salvador, where male and females are treated completely different. Men can go out at night and women cannot. Women will have to serve the men, wash their clothes, there's a lot of cultural that we need to talk about. But even now, I hear some people that they have that activity going on at home. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and you serve me. So come on, we are in a different society where we work together. We are partners. If we were created, that doesn't mean that one is more than the other, because I'm not advocating feminism that is going to be, I am better than you. No, we're talking about partnership. Just like we work together, we have to be working together, be parents together.
Absolutely.
Not just because you brought this kid into the world, you're the one that is going to feed him and change the diaper. No. This is a again, partnership. And that's what we would like to do, to bring awareness, to make this place a better place.
Right.
Absolutely. Amen.
So this is just a promo on that, and I want to say, men who are watching this, what is this? This is your left hand. Men, what is this? This is your right hand. What is this? Your butt. Get up, wash the dishes. Get up, sweep the floor. Get up, watch your kids. Okay?
Especially raising the kids.
And
Yes.
women, come on. You should raise the bar.
Yeah,
And
have higher expectations.
high expectations.
Right.
And so no one should be a slave or a servant or miss out on life's opportunities because of
Exactly.
who their partner is. Well, I don't want you doing that. Well, what are you? Well, maybe we don't need to be together then.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
you should show your daughters and sons that the female is just as important as the male. And
right.
let's
Yeah.
break down the word female. Male, female.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's important that you live a life of purpose and intention. And so anyone,
Definitely.
whether it's a husband, boyfriend, or whoever it is, detours you, prevents you, or inhibits you from living the life you want to live, then perhaps they got to go.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know that's not popular for men, but that's not why we're doing this podcast. It's not about you. And so speak up and live up. Live up. Don't live down. Live
Yeah.
up.
And break the chain. If
Yes.
you were in a dysfunctional family, break the chain. You
Right.
have the power to it.
Exactly.
Okay?
Right. So
So,
anyway, that said, we heard our favorite music now.
oh,
So,
What's that music?
what is that? Do you hear it?
I hear
It's
it.
time
So
to go.
soon.
So you watch out for future episodes about empowerment of women by Sandra and
Yes.
crew.
Yes.
So anyway,
All
we
right.
got her back. Okay. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.